Hello everyone, and welcome to this brand new episode of the Slow English Podcast with David. I'm so happy that you are here today. If this is your first time listening, you are in the right place. This podcast is made for English learners at level A2, and our mission here is simple. We want to help you understand English clearly, step by step, without stress. Before we start, let me ask you a quick question. Do you sometimes understand English when you read, but find it difficult when you listen or speak? If your answer is yes, then don't worry. You are not alone. Many learners face the same challenge. That's why this podcast is designed for you. Here, we speak slowly, clearly, and we explain the most useful phrases that you can use in your daily life. Before we begin today's lesson, I have a small request. If you enjoy learning with me, please subscribe to this podcast or channel so you don't miss the next episodes. Don't forget to like and share this with your friends who are also learning English. And very important, at the end of this podcast, I will tell you how you can get a free PDF file with today's phrases and expressions so you can read, repeat, and practice them anytime. Now let's move to the topic of today: daily routines, phrases, and expressions for English-speaking situations. Why daily routines? Daily routines are important because they represent the simple actions you do every day. Waking up, brushing your teeth, going to work, eating, relaxing, and going to bed. These actions are repeated every single day, and that means the words and expressions connected to them are very useful in real conversations. When you meet new people, when you introduce yourself, or when you talk with friends, you often describe what you do in your day. For example, imagine this situation. Someone asks you, "What do you usually do in the morning?" Or maybe, "Can you tell me about your daily routine?" If you know the right phrases, you can answer with confidence. That is why in this episode we will learn practical English sentences that you can use immediately. Why phrases and expressions? Learning grammar is important, yes. But learning phrases and expressions is even more powerful. Why? Because when you learn a full phrase, you don't need to think about each word separately. You can just use it directly. For example, instead of remembering I plus wake up plus at plus 7, you simply learn I wake up at 7 o'clock. Instead of thinking too much about verbs and tenses, you practice full expressions that are ready to use. This method will make you sound more natural and help you feel more confident in conversations. What we will do today. In today's podcast, I will divide the lesson into two parts. In the first part, we will focus on simple daily routine sentences. These are basic but powerful expressions that you can use to describe your day from morning to night. We will practice them slowly, and I will repeat them so you can follow easily. In the second part, we will look at useful phrases for speaking situations. For example, how to talk about your free time, how to describe habits, and how to ask questions about someone else's routine. At the end, we will finish with a short reflection and an important call to action, so that you continue practicing English every single day. Final words before we begin. Remember, the goal of this podcast is not just to listen. The goal is to listen, repeat, and use the phrases in your real life. So I encourage you, say the sentences out loud with me. Don't be shy. Even if you are alone in your room, practice speaking. Pause the audio if you need more time. Repeat again and again. And most importantly, enjoy the process. Learning English can be fun and relaxing when you do it step by step. So, are you ready to begin? Let's start with Part 1. Daily routine sentences in English. Part 1. Talking about daily routines. Welcome back to the Slow English Podcast. In this first part, we will explore daily routines. Daily routines are the small actions you do every day, like waking up, eating breakfast, going to work or school, relaxing, and going to bed. Learning how to talk about your daily routine is one of the most useful skills for English beginners, because it gives you words and phrases that you can use in many conversations. When you can describe your routine, you can answer questions like, "What do you usually do in the morning?" Or, "How do you spend your weekends?" These are very common questions in small talk, job interviews, or even when you are making friends. So, let's start slowly, with clear examples and useful expressions. 1. Morning routines. Many people start their day in similar ways. Here are some sentences you can use. I wake up at 7 a.m. I brush my teeth and wash my face. I eat breakfast before I go to work. I usually drink coffee in the morning. Notice the verbs here. Wake up, brush, wash, eat, drink. These are simple present tense verbs. You can use I plus verb to describe your daily actions. Example small talk. A. What time do you wake up? B. I usually wake up at 6:30. 2. Afternoon routines. After the morning, you go to school or work. Some useful sentences are, I go to work by bus. I have lunch at 12:30. I talk with my colleagues. I study English in the afternoon. Here you can practice phrases like go to work, have lunch, study English. These are useful in many conversations. Example small talk. I. Do you usually eat at home or at work? B. I usually have lunch at a restaurant near the office. 3. Evening routines. Evenings are for relaxing and spending time with family or friends. You can say, I come home at 6 p.m. I cook dinner with my family. I watch TV or read a book. I go to bed at 10:30. Example small talk. A. What do you usually do after dinner? B. I usually watch TV or listen to music. 4. Useful expressions for daily routines. To make your speaking more natural, use adverbs of frequency like always, usually, sometimes, never. For example, I always drink tea in the morning. I usually go to bed at 11. I sometimes exercise in the afternoon. I never skip breakfast. These words make your sentences more interesting and more natural. Quick practice. Let's do a short practice. Repeat after me. I wake up early. I usually have coffee. I go to work by bus. I sometimes exercise in the evening. I go to bed late on weekends. This is how you can describe your daily life in English. These simple phrases are very powerful because you will use them in real conversations almost every day. In the next part, we will look at useful phrases and expressions for speaking situations like meeting friends, shopping, or talking on the phone. Part 2. Useful phrases and expressions for daily situations. Welcome back, my friend. In the first part, we talked about common daily routines and how to describe them step by step in simple English. Now, In this second part, I want to help you go further. It is not enough to know only the verbs like wake up, eat, go, work, sleep. You also need useful phrases and expressions to handle real situations. These are the little tools that make your English natural and clear. So, let's slow down, repeat together, and practice. 1. Morning situations. Imagine you meet someone early in the day. What can you say? Here are some simple and polite phrases. Good morning, how are you today? Did you sleep well? I'm still a bit tired, but I'm ready for the day. Repeat after me slowly. Good morning, how are you today? Say it one more time. Very good. These sentences help you start conversations when you see family, friends, or colleagues in the morning. 2. At work or school. When you arrive at work or school, you often need to talk with others. Here are expressions you can use. Let's get started. Can you help me with this, please? I don't understand. Could you explain again? Notice how polite they sound. In English, adding please or could you makes your sentence friendly. Try this slowly with me. Could you explain again, please? 3. Eating and lunchtime. Food is a big part of daily life. Here are some expressions you will often hear. What's for lunch today? I'm hungry, let's eat. This tastes really good. Can I have some more, please? Repeat the last one with me. Can I have some more, please? This phrase is perfect when you want extra food at home, in a restaurant, or with friends. 4. Shopping or buying things. Many learners get shy when shopping, but with a few key phrases, you can do it easily. For example, how much is this? Do you have it in another size? Can I pay with card? That's too expensive for me. Try the first one with me slowly. How much is this? Excellent. 5. Evening and social time. At the end of the day, you relax. Maybe you watch TV, meet friends, or call family. Useful phrases include, do you want to watch a movie? Let's go for a walk. I had a long day. I need some rest. Good night. Sleep well. These short expressions make your English sound natural in conversations. 6. Practice tip. My tip for you, don't just read or listen once. Choose 5 expressions every day. Say them out loud 5 times. For example, today you practice. Good morning, how are you today? Repeat it many times until it feels easy. After 1 week, you will notice that your brain remembers the phrases faster. We have now reached the end of our episode of the Slow English podcast. Today we explored daily routines, phrases, and expressions that can help beginners, especially at level A2, speak English with more confidence. We started by learning how to talk about simple actions in the morning, during the day, and in the evening. Then, we practiced using useful expressions to describe habits, ask and answer questions, and keep conversations going in real situations. Step by step, you are building the foundation you need to feel comfortable when speaking English in your daily life. But remember, fluency does not come in one day. Learning a language is like planting a seed. At first, you water it with practice. You give it sunlight with motivation, and slowly it grows into a strong tree. Every time you listen to this podcast, repeat the phrases, and use them in your real life, you are watering your English tree. One day, you will see that your words flow naturally, without too much thinking, just like your native language. The most important message I want you to keep is this: practice every single day. Even if it's only 5 minutes in the morning while brushing your teeth or repeating one phrase before going to sleep, that small step will make a huge difference over time. Daily consistency is much more powerful than one long study session once a week. So, do not stop after this podcast. Keep listening, keep repeating, and keep using English in your daily life. Now let's talk about you. I would love to know about your own daily routine. What time do you wake up? Do you drink coffee or tea in the morning? Do you go to school or work? Do you study in the evening? Share a little piece of your daily routine in the comments. Writing your answer in English is already a great way to practice, and I will be very happy to read your sentences. If you found this episode useful, here are 3 things you can do right now. Like this podcast, this small action helps the channel grow and reach more learners like you. Subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a new episode of the Slow English Podcast. Each week, I prepare simple, clear, and useful lessons that are designed especially for beginners. Share this episode with a friend. Maybe you know someone who is also trying to learn English. Invite them to listen with you. Learning in a small community can make the journey easier and more fun. And here is something special. If you comment below, "I want the PDF," I will send you a free PDF of today's episode. It includes all the phrases and expressions we practiced, plus some bonus exercises that you can do at home. This will help you review the material anytime, even when you are offline. Before I say goodbye, I want to remind you of one powerful idea. Mistakes are part of learning. Do not be afraid to speak. Even if your grammar is not perfect, even if you forget a word, the important thing is that you try. Every mistake is a step forward. So be brave. Open your mouth and let the words come out. Step by step, you will become more fluent. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I am very proud of you for taking action to improve your English. Many people dream of speaking another language, but not everyone takes the steps. You are different, you are committed, and that is the key to success. This was David with the Slow English Podcast. Take care, practice every day, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now, and happy learning.